Hey there, friends. I hope all of you are having a wonderful Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday, and I do love me some Thor. I watched Captain America, the Winter Soldier this weekend. You know, I catch these things like in snippets, and I don't watch the whole movie. It's hard for me to sit down and watch a whole movie. I mean, that's 2 hours, right? You could get a lot done in 2 hours. I received this really fun magazine from my sweet art angel. Thank you, Miss J. I love it. I have read it and read it and read it. I keep it by my bed because it's just so darn pretty. But I know I wanted to harvest. I would do a harvest by tens, but I think what we're going to do is do a harvest by fives and just make some art trading cards. And if you're not familiar with harvesting by tens or harvesting by fives, it's a great way to, sorry, I'm grabbing some notes. It's a great way to clear clutter, y'all, and then you don't have so much stuff that you have to organize or file or figure out where it is. So today we're not going to harvest by tens, but we're going to harvest by fives. I'm picking 5 text elements, 5 focal images, 5 color blocks, 5 words, and 5 folded pages instead of 10. Of course, you can harvest by 10 if you want to, but today I need to do about a 10-minute video so I can get on with making some books today. So we're just going to do it by fives. And then actually making the art trading cards might be a separate video altogether. Sorry, I'm coming back. I also do not have my tea over here, so I'm going to grab, here, you just peruse how pretty this magazine is while I go grab my tea. Okay, all right, we're set now, finally. All right, so we're going to, let's do the text first. Let's just pick 5 text blocks. And look at that. I mean, this is a great little text block right here. I love this quote, and I also love what's on the back. But let's just go ahead and clip this because it hurts to clip this magazine. But, you know, you can only keep things around for so long, my friends, until they, you know, they need to be moved on to a sweet little project, which is what this is. So there's some text. Here's some text. And remember, we're only going to do 5. What I'm seeing here is it says, as I begin to love myself, I refuse to go on living in the past and worrying about the future. I love this. Let's do this one. I do not know where my friend got this magazine. I have enjoyed it and enjoyed it and enjoyed it and enjoyed it and learned so much from it. And it's called Happenings with a Z. I'll show you the cover again. I'll try and find a link for it. So there's 3, and we ended up with several nice color blocks right here. So I'm going to set those to the side. It's just so beautiful. I love this quote by Charlie Chaplin. It is said that on the day he turned 70, Charlie Chaplin wrote a wonderful poem. As he looked back on his life, he discovered that self-love puts everything in a different perspective and makes life lighter and more beautiful. So I'm going to set that to the side here. And this is actually Charlie Chaplin's poem. I've already ended up with 5 color blocks right here. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 text elements. Let's go ahead and do this one too. As I begin to love myself, I realize that my thoughts can run away with me and make me feel bad. But as I listened to my heart, my mom became a valuable ally. Today, I call this connection wisdom of the heart. Don't you love that? Now, probably with these texts, I'll use sentence strips. I'll cut these into sentence strips. And there I go. I've got another color block and another color block. So that really kind of makes me end up with about 7. And there are more, and there's another big one. All right, so we have our text element done. We have our color blocks. Now remember, instead of harvesting by 10s, I'm just doing 5 today because, like I said, I don't have a lot of time. Okay, so we're going to look for focal images. And I already kind of scoped out a nice page of focal images here. Really love them. Now, because I'm making art trading cards, I thought that these images would be totally perfect. So I'm going to tear this out very carefully here. And go ahead and cut out 5 focal images. So I've got 1. Don't you love that lady? She's so sweet. 1. I do not know who this is. Does anybody know who that is? It seems like I should know. Maybe it's Kale Gibran. Might be. 1, 2. This is 3. She's so pretty. And love this. I also see words on this page that I can go ahead and clip, and that will be another little element that we've gotten taken care of. That's 4. I love this. And this is 5. I love religious imagery, and you know, it can be all kinds of things, you know, from Christian imagery to Buddhism to Hindu. I love it. One of my sweetest memories of when I was an ESL instructor was my children from India. So we've got we've done our images, so we can kind of take that off our list. Now I'm going for words. So I've already got 1. This says inspiration. Love that. My Indian children, of course, were Hindu. And you know, they had shrines in their houses of all their gods and goddesses, and it was just one of the sweetest things in the world, because my sweet little student, her name was Tripti, and she took me in her room and showed me her shrine, and you know, I'm getting chills as I talk about it. She was so proud, you know, to show me her personal shrine, and she burned incense for me. The same family went to India for a visit and brought me back a sari, and you know, they cooked for me, and it's such an enlightening experience, y'all, when you just realize that we are all the same, my friends. All the same. We're all people. We all have a heart. We all have a soul. We all have the same basic genetic makeup, you know. The reason that I'm cutting this out is because it says www.happinez.com subscribe. HAPPINEZ is the name of the magazine. So I'm going to set that to the side, and then I can note it in the description box below. I really ended up with a lot of color blocks, which is neat-o Frito. I like that. All right, so we've got that done. I've got my focal images done. The next thing that I need to do is to make some folded pages. I'm not going to use folded pages right now because I'm making art trading cards, but hey, you know, I'm harvesting. So why not get a jump start on some nice folded pages for my next project, right? And my next project is going to be, I'm going to do junk journals. I realize I've been doing Halloween journals and Christmas journals, but I'm thinking that I really would like to just do a basic junk journal. And I thought that it would be fun if I did junk journals, but put a few Halloween and Christmas elements in there too. I think that would be super fun. So that's what we're going to do. We've got one folded page here. Let's see what we can find. Oh my goodness, look at that. Colors affect your mood for a spiritual atmosphere in your home. Use a hint of purple. And look at that. I mean, we've got purple going on everywhere, don't we? All right, so we've got this. I can make this into a folded page. So I'm just going to stop right here because I do want to, and you can see that I mean, that just didn't take long, did it? And we've got elements to work with. And we did not spend all day, you know, clipping stuff. We just, I mean, it's really depends on y'all. You know, if you love clipping things and it's your thing, then, you know, by all means, don't let me discourage you from that at all. Do your thing. I just don't like a lot of clutter, and I don't have time to organize things. So for me, sitting down to make some ATCs, this is the best way to get it done. All right, let's take about 5 more minutes and get all this put together. We've got our text images, we've got our focal images, we've got our color blocks, we've got our words. We did do folded pages, but we put those to the side, right? So we're not going to use those right now. I'm going to grab a glue stick and let's see what we can put together. For my art trading cards, this is some packaging, which I thought was really cool because it's like a galaxy kind of background. So I thought, well, that'll be neat. And then I've just got some plain old ATCs right here. Let's start with this packaging. My kids bought Chris some really cool, it's called Heat Tech, and it's like a t-shirt that he can wear under his shirts when he works in the garage in the wintertime, which is unheated, and it keeps him warm. It's called Ultra Warm Heat Tech. So, you know, the modern day version of long underwear. All right, I see that this is going to work great, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this image down. I love that. Okay, let's do lessons for life. I like that. So you can see that you didn't have to go looking for an image. You didn't have to go searching for a word. It's all right here. And I thought that harvesting by 5s is it's a good idea if you've got a small project. All right, so we're finished with one. Lessons for life. I really do like that. I think that's super fun. I'm going to take you in just a wee. There we go. I love that as a background, so I'm going to use it again. I can probably like cover that up with an image like this. And these are all beautiful images of the Buddha. Very sweet. Oh, and insights would be a perfect word to use up there. If you are stuck in your creativity, doing something like this is very, you know, you feel like you're getting something done. I love her. Do that. Oh goodness, she's just very pretty. And we'll use the word inspiration with her. There we go. Now we've already made 3 cards. I'm going to switch it up a little bit so we can kind of use our color blocks. And I'll just take a few colors out of here. And kind of put everything all together like that. I love a torn edge, so I'm going to tear this salmon colored paper and use that just as a border right here. Okay, I'm going to use a focal image right here. That looks really sweet. I'm going to choose Even stars collide and new worlds are born from that. Today I know this is life. I'll just really do like that sentence right there. You know, who would have thought that Charlie Chaplin would have written something so incredibly profound? You know, we think of him as a humorous fellow. Made everybody laugh. Yep, that works. So you can see how, you know, using the text, no matter what, you know, magazine you use, the text is going to guide you. You know, you'll find words to use. Okay, so there we go. Let's do one more of those. I think I'm past my 10 minutes, but I'm kind of having fun. Oh. Here we go. Let's do this up here. Sorry. Ooh, I forgot you were there for a second. I'm sorry. Okay, let's just do this. I like that. Today I know this is life. You know, once we relax into it and stop being so frantic and learn to go with the flow, gosh, you're going to be so much happier. You know, we always, you know, Abraham talks about your war against drugs or your war against crime or your war against, and you know, that's, war is not a very positive word or experience. All right, let's do one more. Well, let's do 2 more because I've got a couple more. Yeah, I think I just like that one as it is. And, you know, I might do something decorative here, like put some bling on it or something like that. Let's do this one. So, you know, you kind of seen how those color blocks work. confrontations. Oh, okay. I had this. Oh, I want to use that. And the word wisdom. I just don't know who that is. I'll have to find out. Okay. Miss J, thank you for sending me this very inspiring magazine. Sorry I'm whacked it up, but you knew I was going to whack it up after I finished reading it. It's too pretty. It's too pretty to just keep lying about. But I am taking the rest of it and going and putting it by my bed again. Because I've been reading it like every night. And you just find something really just awesome in it. Okay, guys. So just a little bit of harvesting by fives today. And we have created several cards from just like a, maybe a 5 to 8 minute harvest. It's a very quick way to work. And remember, if you're doing things quickly, you are really in the flow. You're kind of listening to your inner being and getting into the spirit of your art and the flow of your art. And it's just a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.